What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So what's happening right now is millions and millions of Americans are waiting right now just to file their taxes because they know that that is pretty much the only guaranteed money that they have coming in. And here's what I can tell you. The IRS announced tax day, the first day that you can file your taxes in 2022 for tax year 2021. This is considered a very good sign for millions of Americans because we're actually just 2 weeks away from this date. So I will address that in this video. Also, I want to give you some advice from tax professionals as what they are saying in order to get your tax return back as quickly as possible. Here are the things that you need to do, and I will address that in today's video. So here's what I can tell you. A lot of people right now are just waiting to file their tax returns for 2021. Millions are waiting around for the second half of their child tax credit payments. These are the other half of the $3,000 or $3,600 payments. So this means millions of people, millions of parents are going to be getting a $1,500 check or an $1,800 check for the second half of their child tax credits. Now, this is big because these payments stopped at the end of last month, almost a month ago. So these are going to be very helpful for millions of parents. Also, many people are still waiting around for the rest of their stimulus payments. Some people didn't get the full $1,400 payment. So they will be able to fix that in the upcoming tax season. We also know some people are just wanting to take advantage of this child care tax of up to $8,000 per family or $4,000 per child. So it's a lot of stuff happening right now, but the good news is that the IRS announced the first day that they will actually be accepting the 2021 tax returns, and that date will be on January 24th in just 2 weeks from today. That's good news. So here's what I can tell you. You can already start implementing some of this stuff. Start putting, if you file online, let's say H&R Block or Jackson Hewitt or TurboTax or any of those, you can start doing that. Okay, you can start right now, but you can't actually file until January 24th. But I'll give you some tips on that in just a minute. The IRS is saying that they are still backlogged from the 2020 tax returns as of December 23rd, so about 3 weeks ago. They still had about 6 million unprocessed tax returns. They are saying they're still understaffed, they're still underfunded, and they're expecting even more tax returns this year than in the past years. So here's what I can tell you. Remember, people that normally don't file taxes, yet they did receive let's say they didn't get all their stimulus check money, well, they can file a tax return in 2022 for 2021 in order to fix the amount that they received. Let's say they only got $1,000 or they didn't get a stimulus check. They can file and get that $1,400 check. So that's big there. More people are going to file. We also know that if you did your child tax credit payments and you only received half of them, which everybody did, well, you can still get the other half, but you must file your tax return in 2022 for tax year 2021. We also know the IRS is saying that they're going to try to stick to their normal turnaround time of about 21 days. However, they could see some delays, so they are pretty much telling people file early. Okay, but some advice that I have for you guys when filing right now, which is really going to help speed things along, right, is if you get, let's say, a document from the IRS, which you should for the child tax credit payments and for any stimulus check, keep these on hand. Keep these on hand because you don't want to put in a number that the IRS doesn't actually have. Let's say you say, okay, the IRS paid me $2,000 last year for whatever reason. If the IRS says, no, we paid you $2,400, well, that's going to be a discrepancy, and they're going to try to figure out why, which is going to create more delays. Last year, just to give you an idea, the IRS, they had to push back the tax filing deadline from April 15th to May 17th. Now, even though there's been discussions on this, according to the Treasury also states that they don't feel it will be needed in 2022. So expect that the April 18th deadline is what it's going to be. Again, it's not April 15th. It's April 18th, which is the following Monday. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's the time frame that you have. Now, here's something else. Last year, there was a provision within the American Rescue Plan that came from the Biden administration where if you were on unemployment, you could actually receive up to $10,200 in tax-free income. This created a lot of issues in 2021 regarding the taxes, but there's nothing in this bill, there's nothing in this year that actually includes that. So unlike 2022, where we received up to $10,200 in tax-free money, all unemployment income in 2021 will be taxed. Okay? Keep that in mind because I know a lot of people have been asking about that. And there was nothing in any bills that included 2021 unemployment income. So just keep that in mind because there was a lot of unemployment income that has still been sent out in 2021. Now, let me give you some advice on filing your taxes in 2022. Again, I am no tax expert. I would first reach out to a tax professional, your CPA, some accountant, okay? You want to figure out how to get the most money back, okay? How to pay the least amount to the IRS, but do it legally, okay? You have to do this legally. And there's tax codes and there's things that you need to follow. So here's what I recommend. The first thing you need to do, if you can, go and talk to a professional. Don't file online because even though filing online they still have some good services, nothing beats that one-on-one and having that professional that knows the tax code or an office that knows the tax code, okay, and knows your specific situation. So if you can, go to a professional. They don't cost that much money. They're much more than filing online, but you can get a lot more money back. So that's good news there. The other thing, the first date to file is January 24th. So the advice from tax professionals and the IRS is to file on January 24th. Be prepared. Prepare the next couple of weeks. File on the 24th. Get it done as soon as possible. They say the sooner you file, the sooner you'll get your refund checks back. Also, if you owe money, they say wait until April 18th. There's really no reason to pay any money to the IRS ahead of time. It doesn't save you anything. So if you want to wait until April 18th, wait until April 18th. But if you are getting a refund check, file early. Okay? Next piece of advice. File your taxes online. Do not paper file. Paper filing actually takes longer to process due to shipping, and there's other handling as well. But they say if you can file online, do it. If you can e-file, make sure you e-file. All right? Now, I already addressed this, but I want to address it one more time because this is huge. The IRS is going to be sending out letters for child tax credit payments and for the stimulus checks as well. According to experts, they say make sure you keep these letters on file, okay? Make sure you are accounting for these payments when you're asked. And I brought this up just a little bit ago. If it says, or if you tell the IRS that you only received $2,000, but on their letter it says $2,500, okay? What you need to do is you need to have your accountant or a CPA, right? Some tax professional, you need to have them figure this out, okay? Look into this. Get the IRS to look into this, okay? Show proof that, no, I only received $2,000. I don't know where you got this $2,500 from, okay? So, and the reason I say that is because this little mistake, this little $500 dispute of what you got versus what the IRS says they sent you, this is going to cause many mistakes and actually delay your return. And delays throughout the tax season tend to compound. So, in the first day, maybe it's only a delay of a couple days. But as we go through the season, as the IRS becomes even more backlogged, what's going to happen is that 2-day delay might turn into a week, 2 weeks, or potentially even 6 months. So, what we are hearing is do whatever you can to make sure that your numbers are 100% accurate. Make sure you have proof of any payments that you've received, the child tax credit payment letters, and the stimulus check letters, okay? Make sure you get all the money that you are owed. If you're owed money for child care, if you're owed money for, let's say you overpaid, okay, for whatever reason, make sure you get that. If you put money into investments, okay, into your retirement accounts, make sure all that stuff is included. Again, you can skip these and you can potentially miss on a lot of this stuff if you file taxes on your own. This is one of the reasons why many people say use a tax professional. So that's just what I wanted to add for you guys today. I know this isn't a big update or anything like that, but again, it's very important to understand when the first day of filing taxes is so that you can get ready and file your taxes. If this means you're gonna get $1,000, $2,000, $4,000 back from the IRS, great, file as soon as possible. So that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button. Also consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.